Hi everyone, it's Carol from the Crafty Emporium and I am bringing you another video of my junk journal, and this particular journal is, wrong way around, is just over 5 inches by 7¼ inches and it has 3 signatures in it. I might end up having to split this into 2 videos, but we'll see how we go. So the front cover has got flowers on and a picture of Jane, which I've put some glossy accents on. Used a wooden cutout here and then put some gold embossing on it, and so you can see a close up. And then here I did some more gold embossing with some lace trim. And then on the spine I did her name again with some more lace trim and some beads, and on the back I did some avocado dyed lace, and it's got seam binding closure, and on the seam binding it's got some little beads on the end. I can't pull the wrong ribbons now to go and undo it. There we go. So on the inside cover, most of the papers that I've used in here are Calico Collage's collection for Jane Austen, and there's a few bits and pieces as well from Arty Mazes. I'll try and point them out to you as I go along if I remember. So front cover, little tab and a little tag in it. This page I've made into a pocket, and in there is a little bookmark, and I've done some stamping on the back. I've used the same lace throughout on the edges of the paper, and that has also been avocado dyed. Here there's a selection of 3 pockets, and inside the pocket there's some little cards, and I've done some stamping on the back of that one, and a little image on there, and these were some of the tags that were part of the kit. Avocado dyed doily, some of my own paper which I've done stenciling on. I have to say I love this coffee dyed paper, it's just such a beautiful texture and colour, I love it. Done some stenciling on the corners there. Some more of the kit. Here I've done a corner pocket, ripped corner pocket, and this was a card that I think I found on Pinterest, and some more stamping on the back of there, some more stenciling. Here I've done this page as a flip out so that there's room for writing. On this one I did a corner flip with a little bit of a lace embellishment there, and made it into a pocket to put this tag in. And when you open the tag, it actually opens like a little booklet, and it has a pocket on the bottom with some little cards in it. On here, this is an actual page from one of the books that I've got. I think this one was Pride and Prejudice. So I'm just going to take that paper clip off. And here there's a little belly band on the front and a little bookmark. I think I found that on Pinterest as well. And open it up, and inside the page was being folded up to make a pocket, and there's another little bookmark there, and a piece of coffee dyed paper. This image here, I can't remember now whether it was an Arty Mazes or whether it was one that I found on Pinterest. Can't remember, sorry. And then there's some stenciling on the side there. Here is 2 pockets, and that top picture there is a silhouette of Jane, and it says silhouette found pasted into the 2nd edition of Mansfield Park and inscribed, and I'm not going to say it because my French is terrible, L'aimable Jane. And here, this one is Tom Lefroy, and Jane and Tom had a little bit of a thing going on apparently. This is an Arty Mazes envelope. little tab on the back, and then inside it's an Arty Mazes little booklet, of which I put a stamp in there and a little card and a piece of folded up coffee dyed paper. On this side again, it was another one of the little bookmarks which I've actually stuck onto the side of the pocket, and it is actually a tuck in itself. Little piece of paper there with the alphabet on, and this is a little booklet that I made, which is a four-fold with some stamping on, so you've got space for journaling, and that's the back side of it. And I'll put that together again later. Again, another flip out page for writing on, and some more stenciling. Here, this is another book page which I made into an envelope, and this is the flap side, piece of coffee dyed paper in it with a doily on it. And here I did it as a flip out envelope, and it has a little library card inside, and here a corner pocket with a card and some stamping. Some more coffee dyed paper and my own paper with stenciling on. The other side of the doily. This is a little flip out. Move it across so you can see. So that's one side of the page, and then that's the other. And it folds that way so that you can get to see that lovely lady. Here I did a belly band with some lace on it, and this tag was from Arty Mazes. I just left it plain on the back. And a little stopper at the bottom with a little bit of bling on it. Another picture of Jane. Another little card, again with some stamping on the back. A corner pocket with some more stenciling. And a card that reads, "We have all a better guide in ourselves if we would attend to it than any other person can be." And that was from Mansfield Park. Coffee dyed paper on the back of there. This is a little flip out with a couple of little tickets on there, and there's a little piece of writing paper there for journaling on, and another little ticket. This I've made into, this is like the front cover of a book, but I've made it into a little flip up, flip down. And, sorry, wobbling the camera there. I did some fussy cutting of the roses to make a corner pocket, and made an envelope out of one of the pages and put some coffee dyed paper inside. Here I cut out this writing page, which again was in the Calico Collage kit, and stuck it around three sides to make a pocket, and put some coffee dyed paper in there, so that almost becomes like a little secret hideaway. If a book is well written, I always find it too short, which is very true actually. Mr. Page, there we go. And this is the centre. I think this is the second signature. Use the tickets for attaching to my strings. This tag here, I actually used a book page, used a serviette on the top, and then fussy cut this lady out and stuck her on top. So in actual fact she's also a tuck spot as well, and I've left it open so that there's a tuck spot underneath there. Another little bookmark, the only full-face portrait of Jane Austen circa 1801, executed in pencil and watercolour by her sister Cassandra. And then this was a little booklet that I made, another little swing booklet, and did some stamping on there with coffee dyed papers. Here I found this fancy envelope on Pinterest, so I put the flap on this side, a little card and some stamping, and then the other side to the envelope, which I thought was sort of the era. And then found some cards on Pinterest again of the British stamps commemorating Jane Austen. Here there's some book pages of Northanger Abbey, of which I've made those into pockets, and a tag, and some more coffee dyed paper. Here I did a little flip up, flip down with a little bit of a cutout rose on there and some pearls, back pearls, and then tucked behind there is a little pocket, or a long pocket, and inside of there's just some coffee dyed paper. And I put a circle on the back to act as a closure, which is actually part of the book. Actually, I'm going to take that tab out a minute. Here I did some fussy cutting of this lady in the flowers, and I've stuck her onto the page, but in actual fact she is also a tuck spot as well. But I haven't put anything in there. Some more avocado dyed doily, more stenciling. Here is a pocket which was from the kit, and some more coffee dyed paper. These were from Arty Mazes, so that was one of the envelopes. And again, just some coffee dyed paper in there. And a card that says, "My heart is and always will be yours." Almost from Sense and Sensibility. And here on this paper I did some punching out and put some velvet ribbon through the punch out, and a little stopper at the bottom, and I've just hooked the back of the envelope over the belly band to just hold it in place. And another flip out for writing, the pretty page. And I did some stenciling on this page. Here, this is just a blank page, and then you've got 3 little flaps which were pockets, and a little circle to keep the flap shut, and inside each of the pockets there's a little something. I'm not going to open them all. Piece of paper, doily. Love this paper, the staining on this paper. Can you see it? I'll show you the other side as well. It's really quite lovely. I like it. Did some more stenciling here. Here's a little glassine bag that I decoupaged a napkin onto. Put some lace on, some flat back pearls. Inside is like another little bookmark, and it says below, "Sweet William, Jane wrote from Chawton in May 1811. The whole of the shrubbery garden will soon be very gay with pinks and sweet williams." Now that's a very old-fashioned British flower, which you hardly see those about anymore. You watch, someone's going to post now, "I've got loads of those in my garden." And here we've got an Arty Mazes booklet again, some ribbon, and some coffee dyed papers, and that middle one is a bit of shadow of a doily. Here, these were banners from Calico Collage, sorry, collection, and one of the cards. I think this might have been was that a page or a card? I can't remember, but I printed it onto paper and then stuck it onto the back of the index card. And then this page is a pocket with a card on it, and then the other side, a little booklet I made, 2 corner pockets, picture of Pemberley. Sits in there. So this is a pocket. A bit of coffee dyed paper again. Inside the pocket, I need another little tag booklet. And last few pages, I'm just going to quickly flick through because I'm running out of time. Little card again as a tuck. Sorry, that's my telly I've had on pause. And card, and that's it, end of the video. I can't believe my television's just come on as I'm finishing off this recording. Anyway, that's my Jane Austen novel. I'm not recording this again just to avoid the television. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.